Hello everyone, how are you? It's Kei. I hope you can hear me and see me okay today. So let's start the live stream today. This is the 7th of August 2022 on Sunday. So I will do the weekly forecast today. I will cover the monthly chart and the weekly chart on the Forex pairs and also commodity gold and WTI. An index and the Bitcoin, and then we'll review the news for this week. So, all right, let me see if everything is working okay. All right, and sorry what happened yesterday on the live stream. I think in the middle of the live stream, yesterday in public, it froze because my PC just automatically shut down, and basically it was crashed. I had the PC crashed. I had the blue screen from no reason, and it took me like 30 minutes to reboot and start up again. So I wasn't able to continue, and also I wasn't able to do the Ichimoku membership live stream yesterday. So I'm so sorry what happened, but looks like it's time for me to either get some new PC or build my own PC. I think I would just get the first to get the new one, and then build my new PC afterwards. But it never happened to me actually. This is my first time I had this issue on this PC. I bought this one like a year ago. This is Dell, and yeah, and this is my almost like first Windows I had in my life. I have been using Mac, but I never seen such a problem on the Mac before. But I don't know, maybe this PC is not really working properly. Maybe I have to change to new PC. But anyways, sorry about the issue. I have fixed it. I have rebooted, restarted, and I did some recovery process and fixed the PC. I was able to, but it may happen again. So I think I buy the new one. Okay, so now let me switch screen and start the live for now. Okay, all right. Thank you for joining, everyone. I see your comments. Thank you as always. So yeah, just a quick disclaimer as usual. This is the information I provide on this YouTube channel is basically all based on my own experience and knowledge. So when you take trades, please do at your own risks. And also, this is a live stream, so if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. And also, please be careful of my fake accounts, spams on social media. I never do Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, and I don't send direct messages through the social media like Twitter, so please be careful. Okay, so let's see who's here first until we have more new joiners here today's live stream. Okay, oh, I see 2 members joining on my YouTube channel, membership live. So thank you, My World Dream. Thank you for joining as a Ichimoku membership. And also Nicholas Rivas, thank you for joining also in my Ichimoku community. So once you click the join button, then this pop-up actually comes up. And after that, you come to my webpage and click on, actually you can show it to you, just in case, hover over services, Ichimoku community, and click on how to join. And this is where you can find all the steps you can take to get all the perks in my community. So basically, after you click the join button on YouTube, you join Discord group and connect your YouTube account with Discord, and you get all the perks in the Discord group. So I hope you get the new journey on this Ichimoku community. So thank you so much for joining. So Ichimoku community members are keep growing right now. Right now we have about almost like 300 members in the group. So yeah, I really wish everybody understands Ichimoku correctly and deeply in this Ichimoku community. All right. So again, good to see you. Let me say hi. TSM, thank you for joining. And Amin, Augustine, TikTok, Homan, Mr. Bones Body, and Peter, Blackwater, thank you for joining also. Maribeth, Gabriele, good to see you. John Hera, Movie Hero, and TSM, Win, Rose, thank you for joining also. Good to see you. Yeah, computers are the key for our traders. Yes, that is right. That is right. So this is my first Windows. I had the Windows long ago though, like maybe like 20 years ago. I had the Windows laptop when I actually studied in the US. But since then, since I finished school, I have been using Mac. So I guess, yeah, it was my new experience. I think I will try some other PCs. Okay, but yeah, computers, stable computers are key for us to traders. And also, we also always have to have some backups. Like I have laptop, which I usually bring to for my trip. And I do the live streams from the laptop, but in trade by the laptop. But yeah, PCs are the key, really. Yeah, Crypto Cloud and Buta, thank you for joining. Tony Gold, Babak, and Mad, thank you for joining also. All right, well, and Bon, Ayan, good to see you. And Mizan, thank you for joining also. Ravi and James. All right, thank you for joining. Good to see you. All right, so now let me switch to TradingView and talk about the charts based on the monthly and the weekly time frames today, because monthly chart closed in the beginning of the August 1st, and weekly we have the weekly chart also. So on the left I put the monthly, on the right I put the weekly time frame, and continue to analyze charts. So I will start from the Euro USD all the way down to the Swiss franc JPY first. Okay, so this is the Euro USD. By the way, the reason why I check monthly and weekly every month and every weekend is to capture the bigger picture of the market, meaning if there is a resistance and support on monthly or weekly basis, although you see daily charts down, it may be supported, resisted next week. So that's one of the reasons why I look at the bigger picture. And also, if you see like engulfing inside bar on the monthly or weekly, the market might be ranging next week on the lower time frames. Even if you see Ichimoku is trending on higher time frames, the market may be retracing on the daily or the 4-hour chart. The lower time frames may be going against the bigger or the biggest time frames. If that's the case, if Kijun-sen flat, then the market may retrace all the way back to the monthly or the weekly Kijun-sen. So from this reason, I check the higher time frames. But usually, or actually most of the time, I follow the either daily time frame or the 4-hour time frame during the day, during the week. So this is just to remember the bigger picture of the market conditions. Okay, so first I will check the Euro USD, and this is down Kumo, but the Kumo is a bit too small, so that means it may retrace, right? So like this, I do look at these findings on these higher time frame, and Kijun-sen flat, that means also the market may retrace, right? Retrace back to the Tenkan-sen. If the price below the Tenkan-sen, and when you see Kijun-sen flat, first the market may retrace back to the Tenkan-sen. So in this case, I delete the down arrow. However, still the market looks to be resisted by the trend line. On the weekly chart, the trend line looks like this. So it has been resisted. So this is still downtrend in the long run. Still downtrend. But if the market breaks Tenkan-sen on the monthly or the weekly, then most likely it retraces back to the Kijun-sen on either time frame. So that's one thing to note. In terms of the support, looks like it broke the support level of 1.03281 on the monthly, and now it's going down. We also have inside bar on the monthly, so the market may range or retrace is a bigger picture in this condition. And with that in mind, if I look at the weekly time frame, weekly is retracing also, but still below the Tenkan-sen. So that means as long as the market is below the Tenkan-sen on the weekly, below the trend line on the weekly, if next week if I see downtrend on the daily or the 4-hour time frames, I take it and look for the entry chance. Still, this is bearish. But if the market broke Tenkan-sen or the trend line next week or 2 weeks after, then most likely I'm not gonna trade. Or if I see uptrend in the 4-hour or the daily, I take it and target to the weekly or the monthly Kijun-sen. So for now, again, this is bearish for me, so I will continuously prepare to sell. But that's the Euro USD. So next one is the Euro AUD. Euro AUD is near the support on the monthly, and the Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, and this is ranging now. So even if you see downtrend, it might be fake, right? It might be supported still. The week low was here on 1.4326, so it may retrace, or it may continue to range. And as for the weekly time frame, I can see the Kijun-sen is down, Chikou span below candles, but the Kumo flat, Senko span A is not renewing lower and lower. So this is a flat Kumo, and this is ranging market. So in this case, I wait for the break of the monthly or the weekly support. Again, 1.4328. And once the breakout happens, I come back and look for the selling edge. So in this case, I put down arrow below the support and wait for that breakout. Okay, so that's the Euro AUD. So next one is the Euro pound. Yeah, okay. So Euro pound on this one is flat on both time frames and very choppy on the weekly time frame. You see so many wicks on the weekly, and monthly is showing big range. Kumo is now flat. Kijun-sen is also flat. Chikou span is below candles, but within the Kumo. So although the market broke the Kumo bearish, it may not go down continuously. This is range. Weekly also shows its range because Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, Chikou span touching as per Ichimoku. So yeah, I think I put the up arrow above the resistance if it breaks, but looks like it didn't. But instead it went down this way on the reversed in wave. This is reversed in the wave, so it went down. So I think I will just delete this resistance and up arrow, and I will just stay away from this one. So moving on to the Euro JPY. Euro JPY on the monthly is still bullish technically because it was supported by the Tenkan-sen, and Kumo Senko span A is up still, Kijun-sen is pointing up, Chikou span above candles. And the market, there was a previous resistance, but looks like the resistance once it broke, but then it went down below the resistance on the monthly. So this is, there was a huge retracement, but still I can see buyers more than sellers. So for me, this is bullish on the monthly. And as for the weekly time frame, this is also bullish. I mean, buyers still dominant because there was a support by the Kijun Sen last week, and Chikou span above candles, but the Kumo is flat. So I say it's bullish, but it may take time for the market to go up because of this flat Kumo. So if I have buying, if I have bullishness on the lower time frames, I can follow, but it may not happen this week. So yeah, and to be safer, better to wait for the break of 144.24. So I put upper above that resistance to prepare to buy. Okay, next one is the Euro CAD. Euro CAD has been bearish, but if you look at the monthly chart, it's near the monthly support. So that means it may bounce and it goes up. It's on a 1.30232 level. So this is still bearish because the Kumo Senko span, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen flat, but the price below the Tenkan Sen, Chikou span below candles. So this is bearish. Yeah, and also there was a nice breakout of this engulfing candle on the monthly time frame. There was a nice inside bar, and last month it broke bearish, and this month it's kind of pulling back a little bit, but for me this is in the long term bearish. So if I see downtrend on either daily or 4-hour time frames, I look for the selling edge. And then if you look at the weekly time frame, this is bearish. Yes, this is bearish as per KTS because Senko span A is down, Kijun Sen is pointing down, and Tenkan Sen flat, but the Chikou span below the candles. So this week or next week, I'm expecting it to break bearish. So if I see downtrend, I take it to sell. So Euro CAD looks good. The only thing again is there was a monthly support from the month of April 2015. So the market may bounce and range a little bit. So yeah, well, let's see if it breaks support or not. Okay, next one is the Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc is very much the same as Euro CAD. There was also monthly support from January 2015. There was a long week, and the market is reaching down there. So it may break support. Looks like it's breaking support. The price is below the Tenkan Sen on the monthly, and on the weekly it's below the Tenkan Sen too. So this is now bearish. It may retrace back to the previous support on the weekly 0.9971 and then go down this way. I think the market will retrace, I think, because it has gone down a little bit further away from Tenkan Kijun Sen on the weekly. So I think the market retrace, but be resisted by the previous support and continuously go down. So yeah, on this one also in the long term it's bearish. So if I see downtrend, I will be looking for the selling edge on this one too. Okay, so now let me move on to the USD base pairs. So first, USD JPY. So USD JPY has been so strong since March, this March. April was strongly bullish, and May was range. If you can remember the month of May, it was difficult to trade, ranging. But in June, it went up again. We had a nice rally on the month of June on the JPY pairs, if you can remember. And in July, it retraced, so we had less opportunities on the JPYs anymore. And then this month is also ranging. It's a bit bullish, but it's still, I would say, ranging, retracing. But overall, shows it's bullish. I can see more buyers and sellers because it's above the Tenkan Sen on the monthly and also the weekly time frame. Weekly is also bullish as per KTS because this Senko span B is up and A is up. Kijun Sen is also pointing up. So if I see uptrend this week, I will look for the buying edge. I will mark this one USD JPY to prepare to buy this week. So far, USD JPY looks the best, but let me continue to check other pairs. I like this nice long wick on the weekly and ended with bullish candles. This is confirming the previous resistance became support, and usually when you see this, the market tends to bounce and goes up in this direction. Okay, so that's the USD JPY. For me, it's bullish. I will continuously look for the buying edge. All right, and then yeah, let's see. USD CAD. USD CAD, as you can see, both time frames are ranging now, and lots of wicks, lots and lots of wicks on the weekly and monthly. So yeah, I would stay away. No trace. So on the monthly chart, you may think that this may be down because you see the Senko span A is pointing down and the Kijun Sen is also pointing down. Chikou span still below candles. So you may think the market will be resisted here because there was a previous support. It may be resisted and go down this way. But for me, I don't think so because the price broke the Kijun Sen bullish. If I just zoom in like this, then you see this green Kijun Sen is below the close this month or last month. So this is now still bullish and it may continue to go up or continue to spike in range. So in this case, I will simply stay away. I will, because there are much better pairs in the world. Okay, so next one is the USD Swiss franc. Yeah, USD Swiss franc has been very choppy. There was a long wick pointing up on the monthly, and Kumo, if you look at the Kumo on the monthly, it's completely flat. If you see this complete flat Kumo on the sideways, this means that the market is completely ranging, so we can't really see which way it's going. Market is losing its direction on the long term is what the thin Kumo sideways mean. So that's range, and weekly also shows range. Yeah, Kumo is flat, Kijun Sen is flat also, and it has been very choppy. Looks like this is a bit bearish in waves, so yeah, in this weekly time frame, it's a bit downtrend. The market may be resisted by the descending trend line, like this way, and it may continue to go down in the long term on this channel. But yeah, even if it goes down this way, it becomes very choppy. Sometimes you may see the wick pointing up like this, and breaks the previous wick, and then continuously go down this way too, just like with what happened here. So yeah, it's too spiky for me to trade, so most likely I will stay away from this one. So next one is the Pound USD. Pound USD is a range on the monthly because Kumo is too thin, too small. Kumo just twisted bearish, and Tenkan Kijun Sen are within the Kumo. So this is flat, this is range to me. So it may retrace, it may go up or down. We can't really tell which way it's going. And also, let's see, in terms of the weekly time frame, this is still below the Tenkan Sen, so it's bearish. Below the Tenkan Sen. Kumo is down. Kumo Senko span B is down, A is down, so it's nice. Nicely downtrending. Kijun Sen is flat. But because Kumo Senko span AB down and Chikou span below candles, it may go down this way this week. So if I see downtrend on the daily of 4 I follow and look for the selling edge. So I will mark this one too. Pound USD weekly looks also good because it has been below the Tenkan Sen. But if this week, if the market breaks a Tenkan Sen bullish, then I'm not gonna buy anymore. I'm not gonna sell anymore because it may retrace back to Kijun Sen. So we better buy if this happens. But for now, this is bearish. So I will continuously look for the selling opportunity. So next one is a Pound JPY. Pound JPY is bullish on the monthly. And yeah, still it's a bit ranging with lots of wicks on the weekly time frame. It's bullish on the monthly because according to my strategy, KTS Senko span A is up, Kijun Sen is up, price above the Tenkan Sen, and Chikou span above candles. So I think in the long term, it's bullish. I think the market goes up in this direction. Let me see if there's a previous resistances. Looks like there is no previous resistance. So I think the market goes up continuously. So, but on the weekly and the lower time frames, we don't see any trends. So I think in this case, I would wait for the break of the resistance and buy afterwards. The resistance is 168.77. I think it's a bit too far. I think it's almost like 700 pips. But yeah, I think if the market goes up in the lower time frames, I think I will follow. But I think I prefer to take. So let's say if this Pound JPY is the only pair that is trending when I monitor, I think I take it. But if I see, let's say Pound USD is going down, broke the support, or if I see USD JPY continue to go up, I think I will take one of these pairs because again, Pound JPY is too spiky on the weekly. Next one is Pound CAD. A Pound CAD is also very close to the monthly supports. Monthly support around 1.5351 to the week low was 1.5255. So there's a support barrier here in this area. So it may be bounced and goes up. We had the doji. We have the doji this month, in the month of August. So we'll see if it goes down. And on the weekly, it's bearish because the price below the Tenkan Sen, it has been resisted by the Tenkan Sen once and twice and 3 times before. And Senko span A is pointing down. So this is down. I will be continuously looking for the selling opportunity on Pound CAD. So this one is also looking good. We can also draw the descending trend line. So as long as it's below the trend line, below the Tenkan Sen, we can continuously look for the selling opportunity. Okay, so let's see. Next one is the Pound AUD. A Pound AUD on the monthly is complete range. Kumo is completely flat. Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat. Too many wicks in spikes near the monthly support. So no chance for me. And weekly shows bearish. According to my strategy, KTS weekly is bearish because Senko span A is down. Kijun Sen is pointing down. Chikou span below candles. So it may break support. If the breakout of 1.7176 happens, I prepare to sell. So I will mark this one too, Pound AUD, if the breakout happens. Looks like a bit too choppy. And looks like also this is engulfing. I think I found the inside bar. The bearish candlestick from the week of 2nd of May this year has been including all the future candles so far. So I think if the market breaks 1.7176, it goes very fast. So I hope you can catch a big wave at the breakout. You can see the alert below that support level. And once the alert triggers, you can go back and look for the selling edge. That's pound AUD. So let's move on to the pound Swiss franc. Pound Swiss franc it's a bit range because Chikou span too close on the monthly, and Kumo is still flat on the monthly, and weekly is about to break the support. However, Kumo flat, Kijun Tenkan-sen flat, the price below the Tenkan-sen Chikou span below candles. So I wait for the breakout of the support 1.1526 and then sell afterwards. So yeah, in that sense, pound Swiss franc also looks good. I will continue to monitor closely on this one also. The next one is the AUD base pairs. AUD USD is range on both the weekly and monthly. So I think we just stay away from this. And AUD CAD is also range on both time frames. Monthly is range. It's exactly into Kumo. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. And also weekly time frame shows 2 consecutive dojis. So the market is really ranging. And these 2 dojis have long wick up and down. And this is outside. This is outside bar. So outside, 2 small dojis. I think this is very, very difficult to trade because it means within the week for the last 2 weeks, it has been spiking up and down. So yeah, even if you trade, you may be stopped out easily. So I think I will skip AUD CAD for now. And then let's move on to the AUD JPY. AUD JPY looks good because both weekly and monthly are up according to KTS. So they are both bullish. So I will continuously look for the buying edge. But again, the only concern is these long wicks on the weekly and monthly. So we have to be careful on the risk management. If you are not confident on the risk management, you better not to trade on this one because this is a bit too spiky on the lower time frames. Okay, next one is the AUD Swiss franc. AUD Swiss franc, both time frames ranging at a glance. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span touching on both time frames. So when I see this, I simply stay away. And next one is the CAD Swiss franc. CAD JPY. CAD JPY is up. Buyers are dominant still on both time frames. And on the weekly time frame, there's a long wick last week, and it was supported by the previous resistance level. And Kumo is up, Kijun Sen flat, but Tenkan Sen up. So I'm expecting this week to be bullish. And it may break the resistance. So I think for this, before the resistance breakout happens at 107.62, I think I will look for the buying edge and expect the market to break the resistance. So CAD JPY, I will continuously look for the buying edge. And then CAD Swiss franc is range on both time frames. A range on the monthly, range on the weekly, and too many wicks, too spiky. So I simply stay away. And Swiss franc JPY. Swiss franc JPY is also bullish on both monthly and weekly time frames because Kumo is up, Kijun Sen up, Chikou span above on both time frames. So I think the market goes up. So I will continuously look for the buying confirmations. Also on the weekly, there was a nice support by the Tenkan-sen. So I think the market goes up this week. Okay, so that was my impression for these markets. Yeah, let's see. Let me check. Yes, I will cover gold on the next one, XAUUSD and WTI. So yeah, please look forward to it soon. Okay, silver on the weekly cloud retrace to Kijun-sen if it breaks Tenkan-sen, Kumo flat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, seems like Euro USD will fall for some time. Yeah, Euro USD is strongly going down, strongly trending down. So yeah, it may go down continuously. It broke the support of the monthly support also, 1.0337. So yeah, this is also bearish. So yeah, Euro USD also, let me put the flag on this one too. Euro USD, I continuously prepare to sell. Okay. All right, John Harris says, Kay, when you mean break, does it signify breaking the Tenkan-sen or closing above it? Close above the Tenkan-sen is what I mean by the breakout. Yeah, if the candle is still progressive, you have to wait for the close. Above or below, support resistance and Tenkan or Kijun-sen or the Kumo breakout also. Okay, so now let's move on to the gold. XAUUSD, both monthly and the weekly time frames. And these are very tricky time frames. Yeah, because from monthly chart, it's ranging now, and Chikou span finally touched on the monthly candle. So yeah, that's a confirmation of the range. And weekly also shows its range. Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, so no trends. So we may see uptrend on the lower time frames, like the 4 hour or 1 hour, it may go up, but it may retrace back soon. You can tell by the weekly and the monthly time frames. So if you want to buy gold this week, you have to either have the very wide stop loss and take the swing trade to buy and target to the weekly Kijun-sen, which is 1876.3. That will be the ultimate target for the gold. Yeah, or you simply wait until it breaks at least the weekly Kijun-sen and then follow up on the daily or the 4 hour time frames. Because until the Kijun-sen breakout happens on the weekly, I think the market is still continuously choppy. Especially gold is more choppy or more volatile than Forex pairs. It moves very quick. So usually I take the 5-minute time frame to execute trades on gold in Forex pairs. But in this condition, I would take the 15-minute time frame instead of 5 because I know the market spikes on the lower time frames. Yeah, but that's for gold. Let me also check the daily time frame. Okay, daily time frame shows there's a Tenkan Kijun gold cross below Kumo. So this means that this is the end of downtrend. So from here, it may go up, breaks Kumo, or it may range for some time. So gold cross below Kumo does not mean the market goes up afterwards. It may range also, or it may be resisted by the Kumo and go down afterwards too. So this is a sign of the market becomes choppy and unpredictable in the future. So yeah, and Chikou span is getting close to candles. So that means, let's say if the Chikou span breaks, this for next week, and then Kumo breakout may happen. And if Kumo breakout happens, the market goes up continuously this way to the resistance on the weekly, which is again 1876.3. So yeah, I would wait for at least the Chikou span break on the daily chart. Sorry, this was a daily time frame, sorry. So daily Chikou span break, and then probably go down to the 4-hour up to follow, or wait for the Kumo breakout on the daily and buy afterwards. Yeah, I think Kumo breakout is the best in this case to wait. And by the time the market breaks Kumo, we may see also the Kumo twist. That will be an extra confirmation to buy, but the Kumo twist doesn't have to happen. As long as you see that Tenkan Kijun Gold Cross, Chikou span break, and Kumo breakout, you can look for the buying edge. That's fine too. So, but that's gold. So for now, it's ranging, spiky. So I think I will continuously be away. So the next one is WTI. So WTI is going back now, and looks like it's heading back down to the monthly Kijun Sen, which is 81.88. So if you're selling this, target will be there, the monthly Kijun Sen. And if you look at the weekly time frame, after this P wave breakout, it went down and broke the support. So I think it goes down to the monthly Kijun Sen. Yeah, so that's WTI. Okay, all right, so let's see. So next one is, I will cover the index. Okay, index, sorry. I go to index, and first I check the Nikkei on the monthly and the weekly time frames. The monthly shows it's still bullish because Kumo Senko span A is up and Kijun Sen is up, and there was a support by the Kijun Sen. Chikou span above candles, so it's bullish first of all in the long run. And also on the weekly time frame, it retraced back to the Kijun Sen now. So from here, if it breaks Kijun Sen, then I think it goes up to the Kumo. But so far, it's been doji candle, so it may go down. It may be resisted by the Kijun Sen and go down in the long run. So we are not really sure which way it's going. So I think we can either follow the lower time frames direction, or simply wait until the market closes above the weekly Kijun Sen. So, oh sorry, that was Dow Jones, sorry. Let me check the Nikkei. Yeah, Nikkei again is has been supported by this monthly Kijun Sen. And as for the weekly Nikkei, this is this is like ascending P wave. It's ascending P wave. So I think it breaks bullish. It's about to break the Kumo also. So if the breakout happens, I think the market goes up. So it's bullish. Nikkei, I think, is bullish. Okay, but it may retrace back to the trend line or the Tenkan Kijun Sen and goes up also again. But this is overall bullish. And as for Dow Jones is also a bit supported by this Kijun Sen, and then it's exactly on the Kijun Sen on the weekly. So we have to wait for the close above or below the Kijun Sen to decide which way it's going. And Nasdaq is a bit more bearish than Dow Jones, because if you look at the monthly, it's still below the Kijun Sen. So I think Dow Jones looks better than Nasdaq if you compare the monthly chart. So again, Dow Jones monthly looks like this. It was exactly supported by the Kijun Sen, But on Nasdaq, it broke the Kijun Sen and now it's going up. So, and also on the weekly time frame, it retraced back to Kijun Sen, just like Dow Jones again. So yeah, we have to see whether the market will be resisted and retrace or breaks and goes up. I think that will be the topic for this week. Okay, so the next one is S&P. S&P is just like the Dow Jones. It was also supported by this Kijun Sen, and it's going up right now. And on the weekly time frame is exactly looking like the Dow Jones. So we have to wait for the close of the Kijun Sen on the weekly, above or below, and decide which way it's going. Okay, so next one is the Euro stocks. Euro stocks on the monthly range goes Kumo flat, Senko span A flat and B flat, Kijun Sen flat. So it's all flat its range. And also monthly shows this is a huge inside bar. Inside bar on this big doji candle. So the market is ranging now within the inside. However, if you look at the weekly, this is bearish. The market is about to reach the weekly Kijun Sen. And once it reaches there, there might be a retrace and it might go down this way. Kumo continuously may go down this way too. And according to the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, both Senko span A and Kijun Sen continue to point down for the next 1 to 3 weeks. So I think this time the market will be resisted. I think downtrend can be expected on the Euro stocks. So my view is bearish on this way. I put down arrow on the weekly time frame. So that's the Euro stocks. Okay, so next one is the FTSE 100. On the monthly is still bullish because simply the price above the Tenkan Sen, the buyers are still dominant than the sellers. And Chikou span above candles, that means buyers are still winning for the last 26 months. So it may break the resistance. So it's about to break. It has been ranging at the resistance and then it retraced, but it may break sooner or later. And on the weekly it's range, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span touching, so no direction. In terms of candlesticks, this is P wave, so no direction. Simply we have to wait for the break of the P wave, bullish to buy. And that's near the resistance already, so better to wait for the resistance breakout instead, then buy afterwards. Okay, next one is the CAC France. CAC France broke the trend line bullish, and the price is currently below the Tenkan Sen, so but still above Kijun Sen, above Kumo, Chikou span above candles, so it's bullish. The market may go up this week. In terms of the weekly time frame, the Kumo is flat, Kijun Sen is flat, Chikou span almost touching, so looks like it's ranging. So it broke the trend line. It broke the trend line. So now looks like it's bullish. Simply, we just have to wait for the Kijun Sen and also the Kumo breakout to buy if you like to. I will wait for the Kumo break, price above the Kumo, and buy. Most likely it won't happen this week or the month of August. So from September, the things may be changing. For now, it's range. So next one is German 40. This monthly is range because it's below the Kijun Sen. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. And in terms of the weekly, it's bearish according to KTS. because Senko span A is down. Kijun Sen is pointing down. Chikou span still technically below the candles. And looks like this is descending P wave because lower highs and supports at the same level. So the market may retrace back to Kijun Sen and then be resisted and continuously go down. For me, this is still bearish until the market breaks Kijun Sen. Okay, so next one is the Nifty chart. Okay, Nifty 50 on the monthly first, it's bullish. According to KTS, you see the Senko span A is bullish, Kijun Sen is bullish, price above the Tenkan Sen, and Chikou span above candles. Kumo is not too thin, so this is continuously bullish. And with that in mind, if you look at the weekly time frame, it's about to break the Kumo and about to break the trend line. A trend line means this one. But I think the market breaks and goes up this way. I think because the monthly is bullish. When usually higher time frame is bullish, this lower time frame becomes also bullish because usually the market follows the higher time frame direction. So now Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span touching. So at least we have to wait for the Kumo break and Chikou span above the candles and gold cross on Tenkan Kijun Sen in the breakout of the trend line, and I think that will be the best setup to buy. If you're already buying it, you don't have to exit. I think the market goes up at least to the trend line. So yeah, I think continuously it's bullish on both time frames on Nifty chart. So next one is AU200. Okay, AU200 on the monthly's range, on the weekly's also range. So to me, there is no direction. So we can't really see which way it's going. Okay, and also Hansen index is it's bearish on both weekly and monthly because the price is below the Tenkan Sen. And Chikou span below candles on both time frames, so it's bearish. Okay, so I think breaks a P wave. It breaks a P wave with this week or next week. Okay, and then let me also check the Bitcoin. Okay, so let me switch to cryptos and BTC USD. For the Bitcoin, I don't think we check the weekly. We check the monthly because monthly is too high time frame for the Bitcoin. So I think we can just check the weekly and the daily. So according to the weekly time frame, this is still bearish because the market is below the Tenkan Sen still. It broke the trend line, so it may become bullish, but still it's below Tenkan Sen. So if you want to buy, you better wait for the break of the Tenkan Sen on the weekly or the Kumo Senko span B on the daily chart. Just like I mentioned a couple of days ago, my analysis remains the same. Yeah, you wait for the Tenkan Sen on the weekly break and also the daily Kumo break around 24,954.4. And then look for the buying edge. Because when you see the price within the Kumo on the daily, the market becomes choppy, very choppy, like this. So even if you buy, you may not be able to make profits. You have to wait for a long time to make profits, which is not time efficient. So yeah, if you want to take the swing trade, I think you can already buy, but still below Tenkan Sen, so it may be resisted and go down. So yeah, if this for the Forex pair, I would wait for the Kumo break on the daily to buy. But I don't trade crypto, so I'm not really sure what's happening behind the cryptocurrency. But according to my view, through Ichimoku, I think I would wait for the Kumo break. Okay, and I see one comment about Ethereum, so let me check. Ethereum ascending P wave close to resistance. Yeah, ascending P wave close to the resistance. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So this was a resistance. This resistance was also the previous support on the daily. So this is significant line or the key line. You see previous supports became resistances now. But higher lows. This is ascending P wave, yes. So it's about to break bullish. I think Ethereum is much stronger than the Bitcoin in terms of this technical analysis. It broke the Kumo already because Bitcoin still in the Kumo, but Ethereum broke the Kumo and it's about to break new high. So if you wanna buy, I will buy Ethereum than Bitcoin. Okay, so that's my analysis. So let me now review the news for this week. Okay, so let me prepare the news website calendar. Okay, so let's see what we have. So we are into the second week of August. Okay, so Monday, tomorrow, August 8th, we have no news. And Tuesday, on the 9th, we have no news. And Wednesday, the 10th, we have CPI, Harmonized Index of Consumer Price in Germany. So Europeans can be affected by this news. And also another CPI, ex-food energy in the US. So these two markets may be impacting by this news on Wednesday. And Thursday on the 11th, we have no big news. On Friday, we have a GDP in UK. So be careful on the pound pairs. And I think, there's also Michigan sentiment report. But recently, this Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index does not really impact market. So I think to me, this is like orange impact, but it may have some impact. So just in case, be careful for this one too. So we have very few news this week. Only on Wednesday in Euro and US, and Friday in UK and US. Yeah, so that covers the whole topic for today. Okay, so yeah, but it looks like the markets are a bit ranging now. I mean, it's a bit difficult to trade. I only took one trade so far in the month of August. Hopefully we have some big trends or stable trends this week. But one thing for sure is that there will be a big trend. There will be stable trends in the future. But the only thing that we never know when it happens. So because we don't know when it happens, we have to keep planting the seeds. Like I mentioned on this concept on the previous video a couple of months ago about the importance of the planting seeds. So for me, this is my trade concept. Is that so every time I take a trade, I only take trades on the trending markets. So the trending markets means if the trend lasts, if the trend continues, I can expect big pips. But sometimes the market goes back and hit my stop, or I exit before the price hit the stop loss, and I take losses. But I am not trading wherever I want to. I'm picking specific market to trade, but still fail. But this is a good trial for me. It's like a good trial because I'm just planting the seeds. So for me, like out of 10 seeds, if 1 or 2 or 3 sprouts, that's my success because these type of sprouts becomes a big tree and I can get more than 10 seeds as a result. And that's my success. That's success. So yeah, but again, unless we keep planting the seeds, we never get the sprouts, and we never be success. We never be profitable. So that requires patience. That requires control on your emotion. You may focus on the 7 dead seeds, then 3 sprouts, and then you might get frustrated continuously. But if you keep planting the seeds, even if these seeds goes bad, if you keep these seeds in the ground, then the ground itself may be bad, and you can't plant seeds anymore. That's why you have to pick the seeds if they don't sprout and replace to another seeds. So that's why I exit quickly with a very small risk, small losses. If I see the seed does not grow anymore, then I will just pick it and replace it another seed. That means I take another trending market with a small risk, small loss per trade. But I keep planting the seeds, and then eventually, one thing for sure is that there will be a big tree, and it can give you lots of returns as a result. So, but that's my philosophy, and that's my mindset every time I enter and exit. So, yeah, for now, for the month of July, the month of May was also difficult. The month of June was okay, but month of July has been ranging spiky. You may be losing, and in the month of August still it's spiky. You might be losing continuously, but never give up. Never give up, because you are doing good if you're following the trends. So yeah, because I say this now because I have experienced that every year. It has tendencies like this. Sometimes the range happens in July or August. I've seen some September ranges too, but usually in summertime, market tends to range. And also, yeah, in the beginning of the new year, usually market ranges. That's a tendency. But as long as I see the Forex pairs, at least I see some trends in the 4-hour. I may not see big trends on the daily or the weekly, but I still see some trends on the 4-hour. So if I see these trends in the 4-hour time frames, I will just take it. And also, don't stop analyzing charts every day. Yeah, even if you see range today, tomorrow we may see big trends. Even if you see tomorrow range everywhere, the day after we may see big trends. So we have to keep checking and keep doing on what you can do until you get these big seeds, big trees, and also the number of seeds in return. So yeah, that is my idea, and that's how I built my mindset in that way. But again, hopefully we see some big trends next week. That's for sure. Also, we can't have range markets, every week through like 3 months or so. It's impossible in the market. So yeah, hopefully next week, or sorry, this week or next week, we see some big trends. But by expecting that, we do what we can do. Okay, so I think I will end the live stream for now. So I think after this, I will take a good rest because this is Sunday, and tomorrow I usually have a day off. But tomorrow there will be Ichimoku Zoom Cafe for Ichimoku members. So I already posted the announcement in Discord. So please join if you can do at 10 a.m. UTC. But otherwise, I'm pretty free tomorrow. Take a good rest. And yeah, get ready to trade from Tuesday. So yeah, let's see what happens. All right, yeah, thank you for your comments, everyone. Thanks so much. Okay, I see some comments now. Yes, Bitcoin, you're welcome about the Bitcoin and Ethereum also. I did it, and I also checked gold. Yeah, gold looks to be ranging continuously, so no chance to trade right now. Okay, Crypto says release your trading powers with FX Street. Why do that when we have Japanese Trader K? Oh, yeah, the FXStreet.com, I cannot connect my broker because my broker is regulated. And if my understanding is correct, I have to give my ID and password to connect with FX Street, which I think it's a bit risk. I don't want to show any password. I don't want to share any passwords to anyone. And I don't even want to share my account number, ID number on my trading account, because it's like the bank account for me. So yeah, that's why I don't want to connect with any services outside. But I keep track of my records on spreadsheet, and you see this every month. So yeah, you can view my performance in that way. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Good to see you. Yeah, Tony also, you're welcome. Mr. Bones Body, nice metaphor about planting the seeds. Yeah, thanks so much. Oh, Dubai looks good in background. Yeah, it's getting dark now. It's getting dark now. Today it's a bit foggy. I mean, some sand, I think, some sand in the air. But yeah, I have been enjoying Dubai so much recently. Especially after my trip back in Japan, I start to enjoy Dubai again. Like I feel fresh. I feel like a freshman in Dubai again and start to enjoy. I think it's important to visit some other countries once per year or once in 2 years or so to refresh yourself so that you can appreciate what you have in your home country or where you are right now. So I think that was a good and relaxing moment. Okay, Dika, you're welcome about my monthly and weekly analysis. All right. Yeah, keep planting seeds and never give up. Yeah, that's a key. That's a key to success. All right, so I guess I will end the live for now. So, okay. Oh, hold on. I see one comment from TSAM about how can he be a member and day trading information you have. Okay, hold on. I think I saw the comment. Yeah, so if you would like to join my Ichimoku community, then simply come to my webpage again over here and hover over on services, Ichimoku community, and click on how to join. And you can see exactly the instruction on how to join. And you can actually find the link on the below the description too. So you can click on that and view this page. And in case if you have any troubles, please write me an email. Then I can guide you through also. Okay, so again, thank you so much everyone. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. And I will see you next week. So again, next week also I will upload 2 videos about my strategy overview about KTS. So please look forward to it. And also I will see you in live next week. So again, thanks so much. And until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Alright, thanks so much. またね。